Hi everyone, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great day. So as anyone who has a YouTube channel or any other kind of creative platform knows, it's pretty common to be asked by your viewers what kind of equipment you're using to create your content. You know, questions like what camera are you using? What lights are those? What's your microphone? Where can I get that? How do you do that? And so on. And although I do my best to answer most of the time, I thought it was time I just made a video about my YouTube gear. And then when people ask me, I can just direct them to this video. So today I'm going to show you the top 10 things that I have used over the past 3 years to get to 100,000 subscribers. Now, I'm not going to include my drones in this video because, quite frankly, every single one of them has helped me to build this channel. But if you ask me today which is my favorite, I would say that it is the DJI Mavic Air 2. It is what I reach for first these days when I fly. So that being said, let's go over the top 10 tech products that I have used and recommend. Oh, and by the way, if you like this video, let me know and I'll make one every year. When I first started this channel in 2017, just like many others, I found myself asking everyone, pretty much everyone, what camera should I get? How did you get that audio? How do you edit like that? And so on. And what I realized very quickly is, and this is what I want you to take away from this video, is it's not what's best for someone is best for everyone else. What's going to be good for you may not be good for me and vice versa. So these are only my favorites, not what I think is best for you. Now, also some of these things I purchased myself and some of these were sent to me by companies for review. And what I'll do is I'm going to let you know which is which right down here in the lower right-hand corner. Also, I'll have links to all these products down in the video description if you want to learn more about them or get them for yourself. Okay, so in no particular order whatsoever, first, let's talk about audio. My number one audio product for most of my videos is the Rode Wireless Go microphone. This compact wireless microphone system has transformed how I make my videos. The audio quality out of it is superb for its size, and I love being able to just slip it in my pocket and use it anywhere at any time. The battery life is amazing and their customer service is even more amazing. I put that right at the top of the list when I look at companies. If there's something wrong with the product, I want to know. I want to have the confidence that I can reach out to them and they're going to fix it. And Rode is one of those companies. I love that I can move around freely when I'm filming. And then I also like the little wind muff that they include. It does a wonderful job of keeping that wind noise down, especially for someone like myself who does the majority of my filming outside. Rode is a company that gets it, and the Wireless Go is probably one of the top 3 most valuable products that I own. Now, second and related to the Wireless Go is this right here. It's the Rode NT USB Mini. Now, this is my studio microphone, and for $99, I can't believe how good the audio quality is straight out of the microphone. I don't even have to do any audio cleanup when I use this mic. The small size is great, and I love the simplicity of a USB mic. I don't think I'll ever move into an XLR microphone setup because I just love simple things. Now, before the NT USB, I was using the Blue Yeti, which is good too, but this one is cheaper, it's smaller, and the audio sounds much better. Okay, next on to my camera. I have been using the Sony a6600 since it was released. Now, my very first camera was the Panasonic G7, and I really liked that. It's a good starter camera, but I really got tired of the terrible autofocus. So what I did is I jumped up a huge level and I invested in the Sony a7 III, which was incredible, but it was actually overkill for my needs. So what I did is I sold the a7 III along with the Tamron lens that I had with it, and I got the a6600 along with the Sigma 16mm f1.4. This setup right here that I'm using right now is perfect for me because it was a comfortable price point. That's probably the biggest reason that I went with it, but it's just a great setup. I love the depth of field on the Sigma lens. The colors out of the Sony are amazing. So my editing time is minimal and the battery life is great. The only thing that I really miss on the a6600 that I had on the a7 III is the dual card slots. I can't believe how much I use that. Otherwise, I'm so happy with the 6600 and this Sigma lens. Next, I'm going to tell you about the best backpack that I have ever used. In almost 25 years of using backpacks for my hobbies, this thing right here is the best by far, and it's perfect in every way, and it's the OneMo from PGY Tech. It not only has a separate bag for my drone and all of its accessories, but it can hold an impressive amount of gear. The zippers are top-notch, the customizability of the compartments and the expandability are all really convenient. The shoulder pads are really comfortable, and the modular design allows me to take whichever section I need on any occasion. PGY Tech doesn't know how to make poor quality stuff, and this bag is what really brought them to my attention. Now, the next tech-related item that has helped build this channel is actually a group of things, and it's filters. ND filters in particular, neutral density filters from Freewell Gear. Now, I've used filters from several different companies, and they're all pretty good quality. Now, the difference with Freewell is that they continue to push the boundaries on how filters can be used. 90% of the time I'm flying my drones, I have an ND filter installed. They are imperative, in my opinion, for smooth looking cinematic footage. And also, if I'm using my Sony a6600 outside, I always have a variable ND filter installed, because being able to quickly dial in the perfect exposure to achieve that 180-degree shutter rule is so convenient. And the best part about all of the Freewell filters is when you compare the price to the other companies, they usually beat their competition. The next thing that I want to show you is something that you all use on a regular basis, and it's SD cards and micro SD cards. Now, I started with SanDisk simply because of the name recognition, but then for some reason I switched over to the Samsung Evo cards, and they were doing okay, but then what happened is one of my Samsung cards failed on me, and it was pretty devastating. So I was pretty angry about that. So I went back to SanDisk. Now, so for the past couple of years, I've been using the SanDisk Extreme, these right here, the red and the gold. I don't know if that's going to focus. Go on, let's see you focus. There we go. The SanDisk Extreme cards, the red and gold ones. I've been using this for a very long time, and I've been very pleased with them. I use them in all my drones, my action cameras, the Osmo Pocket, everything except my Sony a6600. I actually use, for that I use a Lexar Professional. I don't know why, but I started using them, I think because of the price, and I've been very happy with Lexar for the past 2 years. The one on my camera right now, the one that I'm using, this has been reformatted probably 9 or 10 times, and it's still going strong. Let's hope it doesn't fail on this video. The next tech product that has helped build this channel a lot is this right here, and you might recognize it. It is the DJI Osmo Pocket. This amazing little camera has been such a great investment for me. Being able to carry it in my vehicle everywhere I go and capture a moment on a whim, and then to have that shot stabilized is so valuable. The video quality is great. The audio quality is not that great, but it does the job. And I really don't use it in that way anyway. When I'm using the Osmo Pocket, 90% of the time, I'm using it to capture B-roll shots or additive clips or something like that. So the poor audio really isn't that big of a deal for me. It's handled being tossed around in the vehicle, and the battery life is really exceptional. Now, I made a video on this last year, which is one of my best videos of all time. So obviously others agree with me on how valuable this little camera is. Now, all that being said, how great this is, I really hope we see a follow-up version of it soon. I think it's time to upgrade this camera. Next, we have the LumeCube 2.0 Lite. Now, I first purchased the original LumeCube right after that came out, and I couldn't believe how powerful and rugged that little thing was. I was very impressed. And so what I did is I reached out to LumeCube to let them know how much I loved that little light, and I inquired if I could try some of their other products to review on my channel. Then they sent me the LumeCube 2.0, just as impressive as the first, but with a few refinements to make it even better. 10 levels of bright light, stellar battery life, and as rugged and tolerant of anything that you can throw at it. I use this light as an accent light, a fill light for my videos, as well as around the house for everyday things. Now, LumeCube has a ton of other great products, but the 2.0 has really contributed to the success of this channel. The next thing I want to tell you about is my main light, my key light right here. Now, I first started my channel with a cheap newer light. I don't know how to say that, but I started with a ring light from them, which worked, but I really hated having those ring lights in my eyes on my videos. I just hate that look. I feel like it's a beauty channel when you see that. So then what I did is I bought the Godox SL60, which is sometimes called the poor man's aperture. And it worked okay, but I didn't like how loud the fan noise was. And then also the color accuracy wasn't there. Like when I compared it to what I had on my camera, it just didn't match up. So what I did is I finally got the GVM 80W, and that's what I'm using right here. It's very similar to that Godox light, but it's a little bit smaller and it has more accurate light, and then the fan noise is less. I put the Godox P90L with the grid on it, and I have perfectly colored, nice, soft light for my videos. I struggled for so long to be happy with my studio lighting, and the GVM is what finally made me happy. Now, the last thing that I want to tell you about is not a physical product. It's actually the software that I use to edit my videos. And many of you know already, but it's Adobe Premiere Pro CC. And I've been using it for almost 3 years. I've tried some others, including Cyberlink Power Director, DaVinci Resolve, and Vegas Movie Studio, but I always kept coming back to Adobe Premiere. Now, if you're just getting started and you don't want to subscribe to the Adobe Premiere monthly fee, it's like a subscription fee, Cyberlink Power Director is my next recommended choice because it's a great price point. And for those of you just getting into editing, there's a lot of videos on YouTube on how to use it. But eventually, I think you should upgrade to a more powerful program like Adobe Premiere Pro. Adobe is my choice because for me, at least, it has the shortest learning curve. And then also I found some really good YouTubers online that explained how to use it for complete beginners. Editing is by far the most challenging part of having a YouTube channel, and Adobe Premiere Pro makes it just a little bit easier. I'm still learning every day, but my workflow continues to improve, and the less time that I have to spend editing, the more time I have to actually create informative videos for all of you guys. Now, I want to add one bonus product here that came into the game late. And what it is, it's my Edelkrone system. It's a camera slider dolly system that has really helped to improve my B-roll footage. It is so stinking fun to use. It was a very big investment for me, like one of the biggest investments, but it truly is amazing. And if you're ready to step into a professional slider, I highly can recommend the Edelkrone. I tried a couple of cheap ones at first and I regretted it right away. And so what I did is I just returned those. I saved up for a couple of more months and I got myself the Edelkrone. Yes, it is very expensive. It's a big investment, and that's why I didn't put it on my top 10 list. But I just wanted to add it at the end here because if you're ready to get into capturing some really good B-roll, getting some fun time lapses, like you can do so much with the Edelkrone system. I highly recommend it. I can't say enough good things about it. Okay, so there are the top 10, or actually 11 products that really contributed to the success of this channel over the past 3 years. Now you might notice that I did not include my computer, and that's because right at this time, I would not recommend it because it really needs to be upgraded. I'm looking to build a new one in the next couple of months here. So once I get that done, I might actually make a video on that because I know a lot of people are interested in the computer specs of, content creators. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know down in the comments. And when I complete that computer build, I might do a video on it. I will have links for all of these products that I mentioned in the video description if you want to learn more about them or purchase them for yourself. And if you happen to be watching this in the first 48 hours of me posting it, it currently is Amazon Prime Day. It's a big day. I hope you all find some good deals over these next 2 days. And if you happen to use any of the links down in the video description, I will benefit from any qualifying purchases that you make. This channel is built upon you guys using the links in the video description. So I do appreciate the consideration very much. If you have any questions about these products that I just have shown you, let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. Hit the thumbs up on your way out of the video today. Subscribe if you like what you see here. Follow me on social media. Thanks for watching the entire video today. Have a good one, and we'll see you next time.